Here we go.
Many people ask me how to make Southern home fried food. I'm making pork chops tonight. I made them. And here's the leftovers on them. So I'm going to sprinkle a little flour in there. I don't know how much. Just, you can watch me. Just kind of cover the bottom of the pan. And if you don't have enough of grease left over, just not grease, it's olive oil. Just put a little bit more in there. Not too much. And you're going to keep your pan on about, I have it on about medium-high because you don't want it to burn. And then you have your milk ready. I don't know how much milk. This is the problem. So you watch me. This is, I cooked about 8 pork chops. I did it in 2 different batches. So now I'm going to stir this up. You can't walk away, people. You can't walk away from it. You have to stir it up. And let this cook. That's what my mother always taught me. You have to let it brown. So that's why you have to keep it on medium-high. Don't turn it down too low and don't turn it up too high or you'll burn it. And so when it looks brown, which it does to me, I'm going to start adding the milk. This is 2% milk. You can put whole milk or you can use skim. Okay, you see it's bubbling. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Keep adding the milk. A little more. Because if you don't, it's going to get thick on you. So you just keep stirring it. A little more. Okay, so it's thin. It's not thick yet. That's okay, because you're going to let that cook. It's on a little above medium. Not quite medium-high either, because I don't want it to burn. A little bit more milk. Then I'm going to get my pepper. Not too much. Depends on how much pepper you like. I'm just going to pepper it from the top. Like that. It already has salt because I salted the meat, so I don't add any. Alright. It's going to be probably, 2 or 3 minutes is my guess.
Is this how Paula Deen started?
I think this is how Paula Deen started. So this is an early Christmas gift to my husband. So I know Rex likes this. And we don't eat this. I can't remember the last time we had this. We've been dieting and watching what we eat. But tonight we get to have some great Southern home cooking.
Pork fat rules.
So it's starting to thicken. You can feel it with your spoon when you twirl it around. It's starting to thicken. Now I'm going to let it sit there a minute and watch for the bubbles because it's going to start to bubble a little bit. You see any bubbles yet? Just thinking about it. I see some right there. I'm going to stir it again. If you wanted more gravy than this, if you wanted to fill the pan, maybe we don't have enough people to eat all of those 8 pork chops. So I'm not going to cook more gravy than we need. But you could have put a little more flour in there and added more milk. And it would take longer, that's all. You just have to be patient. You're going to cook Southern, you have to be patient. Still getting thicker, but not thick enough. So I'm going to turn it up just 1 little notch so that it can boil. I'm going to bring it to a boil. See, it's starting to bubble. It's looking good, too.
It's a gas stove, too.
This is gas, but I've done it on electric stoves. It doesn't really matter. This cooks a little differently. Probably have to wait longer on electric one. Oh, yeah, that's starting to thicken up. How long's it been? Like 2 minutes.
4 minutes.
Total?
4 minutes.
Total, but I know, but not starting to boil. You have to, once it starts to cook, it takes a couple of minutes, maybe 3. If you had a full pan, oh yeah, it's going to take, it could take you 5 or 6 minutes or longer. But this is about 1/3 of a pan. Getting close. I'm just going to let it cook for a minute, but I don't walk away from it. And it's boiling. Looks good to me. What about you? See? See that? You can see it. It's thicker to try to move it.
And after it boils and it turn it off, it will thicken more as it cools.
It sure will. So I'm going to stop it right now.
It'll thicken more, won't it?
It sure will. It'll thicken enough to make it lip smacking good. And that is the way that you make Southern home white gravy.
Mmm, mmm, mmm.
Time to eat. Merry Christmas.